from the Fox 2 studios, The 9 starts now.
On today's Money Works, well, it's a new year. So with a new year comes new resolutions to better yourself. So why not better your money and make some financial resolutions into 2017? So Rob Pearl, Bryan Franco from CIG Capital Advisors joining me today to break down just a few easy tips, but a few important tips for resolutions for 2017. Bryan, let's start it off.
If you watch the major financial news networks, Fox Business News, CNBC, you'll see traders running around the pits with their Dow 20,000 hats. Yeah. Right, celebrating, anticipating, actually.
Everyone wants to hit it.
Right, so we came within 1.2 points from the 20,000 mark on Friday. I'm not sure exactly what's going on right now, but we could be there. But just eight long weeks ago, it seemed everybody was unhappy, ready to head for the hills. Nobody was happy, right? So clearly investors are emotional. And that can undermine one's portfolio. So our New Year's resolution is to become less emotional with one's investments.
Okay, so that's a good one when it comes to just personal relationships, be maybe a little less emotional, more level-headed. But when it comes to finances, that's a really important thing. You don't want to sway one way or the other. When things get too high or too low, you want to keep an even keel. Even
keel. So one example of that is, so take losing stocks, for example. Everybody has losers in their portfolio. It's just an artifact of the law of large numbers. But it's how you react to those that's important. And you know, break the emotional tie. So just as is it irrational to hoard newspapers and magazines, it's just as irrational to hold on too long for dear life to your favorite losing stock. I mean, because frankly, in this market, one that's been relentlessly pushing higher, if your investment hasn't turned positive in the last 1-2 years, there's something wrong with it. Yeah. And so we point, so there's behavioral biases involved here. We think that we have the next turnaround play, right? So Steve Jobs comes in and he saves Apple in the late 90s. Apple goes from $6 billion in market cap to $600 billion. We have that in our mind. So there's a recency bias. So we have the shocking examples and we overestimate the probability that that's actually going to happen to our investments.
Right, because we become too emotionally tied. So that's a good one. Cut the emotional tie as we head into 2017. And Rob, you're saying think beyond the 401k. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, that's very important. We know that many investors across the nation are coming short in terms of their retirement goals. So what we pay attention to is the limit for an employee to contribute to a 401k is $18,000 a year. So we know that sometimes that's not enough money to get you back on track for retirement. So we need you to start to think beyond the 401k. What other ways can you put money aside for your own retirement? If you think of a family of 4, one of the spouses might be working, the other one might not be. You have an opportunity there to do an IRA for the other spouse that isn't working. There's other opportunities just like that to catch up on your retirement.
Okay, and then the third one would be when it comes to adjustable rates, you maybe want to look a little bit more closely at those.
Yes, of course. So we know over the last few years, interest rates have been very, very low. So when you have debt, you have two different types of interest rates. You could have a fixed interest rate or a variable interest rate. What we're paying attention to right now is those variable interest rates. We know last year in 2016, interest rates started to rise. As that continues in 2017, your debt payments will continue to go up with that. So either look to, in 2017, try to pay that off if you can, or try to refinance that to a fixed rate.
I like it. So our 3 resolutions are don't be emotional, think beyond the 401k, and look closely at the adjustable rates and maybe think about making some changes there. Okay, so if people want to learn more, where can they go?
CIGCapitalAdvisors.com.
Okay, good stuff. Guys, thanks for being here. We'll put this whole thing on our website, fox2detroit.com.